Howdy everyone, this is Helena Hudson, and this is the second episode of Around World. Today I'm going to explain to you the 5 most essential and important things that I think you should know when coming to Japan, whether you plan on coming for a long time or when you plan on just coming for a brief amount of time. These are something that I really think that you should consider and be aware of before you get here. I think it'll save you a lot of trouble. So sit back, relax, and take a look. Rule 1, and this is kind of an important rule, you must carry your passport with you at all times if you are a foreigner in Japan, or your residence card. It is actually, in fact, illegal not to have your passport with you. If the police ask to see your passport and you don't have it, you could be arrested. And unfortunately, a photocopy of your passport does not count. Carry your passport with you. I know a lot of people prefer to carry a copy of their passport with them because they are afraid of their actual passport being stolen, but luckily Japan has one of the lowest crime rates in the world. You're in Japan and your card won't work. How do you get money? Luckily for you, there are 7-Elevens. At the current time, 7-Elevens are the only ATMs that will actually allow you to take international money out, or take will accept international cards. There are some that you can find, but they're far and in between, so stick to 7-Elevens because those are your banks. So this is a tip for someone who's probably going to spend a little more time in Japan. If you borrow a friend's bike, well, just don't. Don't borrow a friend's bike. It's actually illegal to borrow a friend's bike without the proper registration, and that's a little difficult of process to do. Now, I know that you might feel it's odd that just simply borrowing a friend's bike can lead to your arrest, but you have to understand that of the crimes committed in Japan, bicycle theft makes up for almost 30% of crimes. For them, bicycle theft is a big deal, it's a big problem, and they need to fix it, and they don't take this lightly. Everyone carries their bike registration with them when they ride their bike. The police officer stops you and asks you to see your registration. Your name should match what is on the registration, and that's especially important if you don't speak the language. Which brings me to the 4th fact that you should know. So Japan was originally the first place outside of America I have ever been, and I have to say that I was honestly super impressed with how much English I saw here. Where I'm from, you don't even see as much Spanish as you do see English in Tokyo, and I think that's pretty fair. 98.5% of people in Japan are Japanese. Japan truly is one of the largest, last homogenous cultures around today, and if almost 99% of the people speak Japanese, or Nihongo, then why would the majority of people even bother to learn a second language? However, all of my international friends seem to be astounded by how little English was spoken here in Japan. But if you watch these videos and if you do a little research on your own, I'm sure that you can survive fine in Tokyo. Check out my webpage! This is to my fellow Americans. Do not tip. I know you want to. Japanese service industry is world-renowned, but it's actually considered really insulting to tip here, according to some of my Japanese friends. It's like you're saying the only reason that you're doing a good job is for the money, not because of the person wanting to do an actual good job because they're proud of themselves. So, see you guys next time. Ooh, don't forget to subscribe, and take care now!